With Bitcoin back up and testing all-time highs, everybody is getting excited. And to show you just how excited, take a look at this. Shiba Inu coin price forecast. Here's what SHIB could be worth if Bitcoin hits a $200 trillion market cap. Now, let's see here. If this is like crazy to even think about right now, I believe that's roughly a $10 million price point per Bitcoin. It would be 10 times greater than the most expensive asset in the entire world. It would be insane, right? Now, that's not to say 10, 20, 30 years down the road we can't be talking about numbers like this. But this is astronomical at this point in time. And I do believe that it's because we are ticking back up into a greedy situation. Now, the same way that we must remain logical when we're in a fearful situation, we got to remain logical in a greedy situation, guys. So yes, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about Shiba Inu coin and what the price would be if Bitcoin is ripping higher. And if it sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Clay, and as you can see, we have got some very bullish price predictions coming in. And I do want to say this. If you've not been diversifying, the same way that it helped me during periods of fear is the same way that it's going to help me during periods of extreme greed. It's not just Shiba Inu coin that's going to be running higher. And because of that, I have been buying literally everything that I can get my hands on. One of those tokens is Dogs AI. If you guys haven't seen Dogs AI, it is the perfect combination of artificial intelligence and meme coin ability. It's ready, it says enter the army for early access to AI-powered rewards. Guys, some of the staking rewards, right? 229% annualized interest. I get it that we could be on the brink of a major bull market and we might see 229% capital gains. But, I mean, dude, one of the beauties of being able to diversify into these tokens is making that passive income. So if you guys are interested in AI trading bots and AI trading signals, make sure to check that website down in the description. All you're going to do if you want to buy is connect your wallet. Now, I like to connect via Wallet Connect here, and then I scan the QR code with the Best Wallet on my phone. If you guys don't have Best Wallet, I put a link down there so you can have that. And then after you scan it, all you do is type in how much you want. So if you want to grab 100 USDT worth, you're walking away with 25,000 Dogs AI. And priced at about a half a cent right now, it's 0.4 cents. It's going to go up to 0.438 cents, roughly a 10% gain, when they reach $3.6 million raised. Guys, people actually expect that Dogs AI could reach all the way to a $1 price point, right? And if we're talking about major bullish price predictions for Shiba Inu coin and Bitcoin and so on, you better believe that these little coins are going to run as well. And when they do, it's not crazy to think that something could go from a half a cent to $1. We've seen it. I mean, we've seen it. Look, here's just one example in the AI category, right? If you look at AI agent virtuals, this went from about a half a cent, 1 cent, right? 1 cent down here on launch, made it to $4. It's not crazy to think that Dogs AI could go from a half a cent to $1. It's actually less of a gain than virtuals saw right here. People are making money in crypto. The only thing that you have to do is be willing to buy. So you get links for everything down there in the description, but let's talk about Shiba Inu coin and this amazing price prediction. Shiba Inu coin might eliminate 2 zeros from its price and surpass the 0.1 cent mark if it closely mirrors Bitcoin's growth to a market cap of $200 trillion. And keep in mind, that's Bitcoin trading at $10 million per coin. Grab your Bitcoin right now. It says Bitcoin, the world's largest cryptocurrency by market cap, is still struggling to revisit the $100,000 mark several months after dropping from that level. Recall that the last time Bitcoin traded above the $100,000 mark was February 7th, when its price reached a daily high of $100,154. Since then, despite multiple attempts, Bitcoin has failed to revisit the 100,000 mark. Bitcoin is trading at 95.5 and its market cap standing at 1.89 trillion. And they must have wrote this, which is very weird because the date is May 11th, but clearly Bitcoin is not trading at 95,000. Bitcoin is trading at $104,000 today. It is literally, look at this, testing over the last 2 days, the all-time high level of resistance. Guys, if it breaks this level, it is going on an absolute run. I mean, we could be at $120,000 by the end of the weekend here if Bitcoin breaks this level. So be prepared. Sure, it's facing a little resistance right now, and it's causing Shiba Inu coin to face a little resistance at about 1,600 points per coin, right? Bitcoin falling off that 105, Shiba Inu coin pulling back off 1,700, but we could see a massive rally very, very quickly with just a tiny amount of strength. So I'm excited about it. Do I think the Bitcoin's going to 10 million anytime soon? No, but we could see some very nice gains. Nonetheless, most Bitcoin proponents are focused on the asset's future prospects instead of its short-term performance. One Bitcoin enthusiast with a mindset is Adam Back, the CEO of Blockstream, who recently issued a bullish prediction for Bitcoin. Crypto Basic reported last week that Back envisioned Bitcoin reaching an audacious market cap of $200 trillion. Back suggests that companies like MicroStrategy could propel Bitcoin to $200 trillion target by swapping their cash reserves for Bitcoin. He noted that these companies are early bettors of hyper-Bitcoinization, a hypothetical scenario in which Bitcoin replaces fiat in exchange for goods and services. If Bitcoin hits a market cap of $200 trillion, Bitcoin's price will be worth $1 million. That's not true. Assuming there are 20 million Bitcoin in circulation. Dude, this guy, who wrote this? Lele Jima, man. Everything was wrong in this article. No, it would be a $10 million price point because the current valuation of $2 trillion, multiply that by 10, right, to get your 1 million, and that's only $20 million, not $200 million. So Bitcoin will be trading at a $10 million price point, not $1 million price point. Shiba Inu coin correlation with Bitcoin. Such remarkable surge could have a ripple effect across... Yeah, it would have a ripple effect. Speculation is driven by Shiba Inu coin's close correlation with Bitcoin, which stands at 92% over the last 30 days and 85% over the last 2 months. Based on this correlation, it is evident that Shiba Inu coin has closely followed Bitcoin's price action in recent times. So it would see a 100x gain, both Bitcoin and Shiba Inu coin, if they ran to a $200 trillion valuation, which would put Shiba Inu coin at about, I don't know where it's at right now. Let's say 10 billion, 100 billion, a $1 trillion valuation. Look, not impossible, right? Shiba to trillion is not impossible, especially if Bitcoin's hitting 200 trillion. But what this assumes is a very, very bullish scenario. Now, I will say this. There are some setbacks, so we can talk about them a little bit later. Bitcoin is probably never going to be used for just fiat currency, right? For several reasons. We can get into those. But it could be used as a major investment, a major asset, a major store of value. Absolutely. Which is what its price is being driven by right now. So if you guys are interested in buying any of these cryptos, Shiba Inu coin on a nice little dip today from where it was yesterday. If you're looking at Bitcoin or anything else, you've got a link for the KSX exchange down there. You guys can trade SHIB on up to 75x leverage, literally 0% futures fees. You're not going to find a better exchange in the United States or probably across the globe. And if you guys are interested in holding cryptocurrency, just make sure you hold it on the blockchain. Make it your asset in your custody. Let me know what you guys are doing down in the comments below. And until the next time, hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.